What's up, guys? We have the all-new 2022 Amplify Orange. I'm looking forward to seeing this color a lot more in 2022. Let's go. Howdy folks, you on the C8 on Speed 252 show. Scroll over to the right, click that subscribe button and join this awesome community.
What's going on, C8 on Speed 252 family? We're still at the National Corvette Museum. There's a few more cars I kind of wanted to get my viewers a chance to see while I'm out here. I really am grateful that I got a chance to see these colors in person, especially the three new colors that are coming out, because these are three new colors that replace three old colors. And the three old colors were colors that I actually enjoyed, which is the Sebring Orange. I really like the Zeus Bronze, I really did. And the other gray. And it's one of those things where, you know, like, out of all the three colors, the three new ones, the Hypersonic Gray is by far my favorite thus far. Right now we're sitting inside one of the newer color vehicles, and I kind of want to go around this car to show you the differences between this car and, you know, a little bit of what the Sebring Orange used to be like. And I probably had to put some clips in the Sebring Orange in this video due to the fact that there aren't any Sebring Orange C8s here right now. There's a C7s out there, but I'm not going to ask those customers to drive their car up to park in front of this car to do the color comparison, because in reality I personally like the Sebring Orange a little bit better than I do the Amplify Orange. But at the end of the day, it's still a very exciting color. You know, it's one of those things where after looking at this orange, it reminds me of Rapid Blue as far as like the brightness goes and the dullness go. They actually are somewhat about the same. As far as the same goes, but Rapid Blue is definitely a color that stands out the most. So right now we are sitting inside a C8 Corvette, obviously. This is a 2022 because it has a 2022 color option on it. And it is a 1LT package. And I'm going to explain to you why it is a 1LT package. And because it doesn't have a front lift nor the front view cameras. This is just one button, as GM said before. If you ordered the 1LT package, they didn't want to have a bunch of plastic buttons sitting there, so instead of having the front view camera, the front lift, and the traction control, this is a 1LT, so you only have the traction control in this car, which is something I think is great, right? Like, it doesn't give you that fake plastic look if you just had the traction control and then just two other buttons sitting right here that's not usable. I like how GM took the approach to make that an option so that you don't have to feel like you have two regularly plastic buttons sitting here that's really not functioning at all. As you can see, like, you don't have the heated and cooled seats in here, you don't have the heated and cooled seats in here. So, you know, this is where it looks okay. I guess this is what they have to replace this with. Obviously, once again, this is a 1LT package, so you don't get the heated and cooled seats, but overall this still looks the same. You notice that this is still the Sky Cool Gray seat, so this color actually goes well with the color of this car. Have the orange seat belts here, which I think are pretty slick. Once again, there's a full version of the Sky Cool Gray seats. This is a GT1 seat. In my personal opinion, the GT1 seats is comfortable. It's the same seats I have in my car. It comes with the car as a standard seat, and I think you should be okay. I did hear Harlan say earlier that the GT2 seats are actually selling the most between the GT1 seats and the GT3 seats. So if you're interested, I think you should definitely take the opportunity to sit in the GT1 and the GT2. GT3 is a seat that if you really want to track that bad boy all the time and that's the seat you really want, then you should totally go for it. But in my personal opinion, you know, if you want to pay the extra to get the GT2 seats, you can do that. I know if you get the 2LT package, you can pay a little bit extra to get the GT2 seats. If not, the GT1 seat is your standard option, which in my personal opinion works just as great, just as fine, and you save that money and you can apply that money to some other features feature in the car. That's my personal opinion. Or you can get the GT2 seats and don't worry about getting any of the other features that may not work for you. For instance, one of my followers said he's not getting the front lift because he doesn't need a front lift. So instead he's getting the GT2 seats. That makes complete sense. But if you want the front lift and you don't worry about the seats, then get the GT1 seats. That's my personal opinion. Once again, this car doesn't really have anything that's spectacular. Like, you know, this is just carbon flash. It doesn't have any carbon fiber in this car like it does the caffeine brown over there. This is also standard as well, so it doesn't have the carbon fiber pieces here, which is also in the caffeine brown is over there. It doesn't have the suede inserts right here either, which, you know, the 3LT package used to give you all that suede. The roof is suede, but this is a coupe in itself. It does have the gray stitching right here, which is also a nice touch. It gives you something that looks definitely exotic. The MSRP for this vehicle is $64,000. So a lot of people's like, whoa, like how can you get a $64,000 sports car? It's because it's just really a base. I mean, that's all you're really getting. But the one thing I want to point out the most was the color of this car. This is the Amplify Orange. As you can see, it looks really good in the sun, but there's no metallic. So you don't see that glistening, popping that you saw earlier, maybe in a previous video with the caffeine brown compared to the orange right here. I mean, overall, it's still a good looking color. It's just not the Sebring orange color. So take a look. I'm going to pan across right here, give you some good comparison. As you can see, the metallic and this black carbon flash right here. You can see the paint right here. So I'm going to go across really slowly so you can get a chance to see what it looks like with the sun and without the sun, and do a comparison for anybody that's interested in actually getting this color. Because like I said before, it reminds me of the Rapid Blue, whereas the Rapid Blue doesn't have that metallic in it either, but it's definitely a really popular color and it stands out a lot. I mean, even other manufacturers use the Rapid Blue like Toyota or Mustang, so it's definitely a popular color for sure. This comes with your standard wheel option. This is the same wheel option that comes with the car. You got the black calipers, which is standard with the car. This is once again a non-Z51 because it doesn't have it on there. I don't know if this is magnetic ride. Well, if it's $64,000, it's probably not magnetic ride, but it does come with the new spoiler that GM has created with this car, and it goes well with the body lines of the vehicle, as you can see right here. Like, it definitely goes well. And I heard a lot of people gravitated more towards this wing as well. Now, if you look, there is some gap in between here, so some debris get caught. Hopefully it will pass through. Definitely water will pass through, but you get some big rock chunks or something similar, it definitely will most likely get caught there. So be careful with that if you're considering getting this as your wing option in your vehicle. It's one of those things where, like, if you get some rocks in there, it's gonna be hard to get those bad boys out, and you have to fish them out somehow. So be careful with this wing for sure. Overall, I think I like this color. I definitely give it a thumbs up. It's not a color that I would choose, but I know it's a color that if it was a thing where I had to choose between 3 of the new colors, it would definitely be the Hypersonic Gray, the Amplify Orange, and I mean, the Caffeine Brown is just on its own level, on its own. I don't have any words for that color right now. But as far as the Amplify Orange, like, I think it's a good color for sure. And as you can see, like, the sun shows you exactly what it looks like with this mirror. So it definitely stands out and give you that exotic look that you could be looking for and wanting as a person that maybe orange could be your favorite color car to have. Overall, this is what the car looks like as I'm walking around it. You can tell that it definitely still stands out in the sunlight and in the shade. And the sunlight makes this car look more exotic, and the shade, it just kind of gives you that hype look that a lot of people look for when they look for exotic colors. And once again, I think this is a color that maybe Lamborghini probably try to use, or they actually have. I know they definitely have Rapid Blue. It just once again gives you that non-hype look that some people are looking for, like the Sebring Orange will bring you. But at the end of the day, leave your comments down below what you think of this car. Definitely give this video a thumbs up. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Definitely check out my website, which is www.seagonerspeed252.com, and I would love to hear your thoughts on this Amplify Orange C8 Corvette. Once again, I catch another episode of Seagonerspeed 252.